So a lot of this story, photographically, at least, or the video of it starts in Manitoba, which was really my first stop, if you will, on the way across the country, because that's where my uncle lived. In October of 2018, I took my camper, left New Brunswick with full intentions of reaching the West Coast.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law, hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Spent a day or two with him, slept on his couch, met some of his friends, went hiking, and then again went on my way to Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan was the second place, really, not the second place I stopped, but the second place I stopped for an extended period of time. And I met my cousin Wanda there. She and her husband Frank were, and their cat Chet, they were so welcoming, and I didn't actually stay in their place, but they were building an apartment sort of complex. It's called a passive house. And the contractor there was kind enough to hire me on part-time for a couple weeks, pay me cash, and that got me enough money and enough gas to get me to keep going from Saskatchewan on. And that was the first time I had seen like a full snowfall. There was huge snowflakes in Saskatchewan, but that was also the first real big city. I had seen Regina, but I didn't go in. I just spent 10 minutes in the parking lot of a Walmart editing pictures and decided that I didn't want to bother, because big cities aren't really my scene. I skipped Toronto to go up to Algonquin, and eventually I didn't even go to Vancouver. I made it as far as Burnaby, and I could see Vancouver. I could see it, but it was I didn't want to, especially driving the camper. Like, it would have been an hour bike ride in, and I just didn't have anywhere to park the truck, so I didn't bother. Saskatchewan, Saskatoon, my drive was to get to Calgary to see my aunt. And when I first left, that was like my initial purpose, was to land in Calgary at the very least and spend some time there, maybe try to find some work. But I did still, once I landed there, I still wanted to keep going, at least see the rest of the country. I couldn't see like most of the provinces. So I landed in Calgary, spent some time there, and Saskatchewan was the first time I really saw snowfall, but Calgary was the first time that snow really started to accumulate. I stayed inside with my aunt at her place, but with the truck parked in the yard, and I remember the day that I left, it had snowed something like 5 centimeters overnight, and it was cold. It was the first time that it was really freaking cold.
How it fits a hole in my nylon jacket. I like this one, but the feathers are leaking out. They're going everywhere.
I cleaned off my solar panels, and I made it to, that night was about an hour outside of Banff. I made it to Hinton, Alberta. By the looks of it, I'm getting storm stayed here in Hinton for the night. We're expecting 10 centimeters. Thank you, Walmart. And I parked there as it snowed, and it was the first big snowfall where I was out on my own. I wasn't in staying with somebody. That's when it really hit me that I was on my own.